Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ill Life. I know it's been a while. I'm just checking in to make this video real quick because I wanted to talk about Superman and, James Gunn's fucking Superman and DC and the Snyderverse and sell Snyderverse to Netflix and sells the SJL to Netflix and just everything that's been going on. I know I started Snyder Ave back in the day and I kind of stopped doing videos. Well, I didn't stop doing videos. I kind of shifted over to this Lego thing that I have going on here because I'm starting a company, a brick brand and everything. But that's neither here nor there. If anybody wants to check that stuff out, you can. But this is about the Snyderverse and DC and the future and what we all love and what we all been fighting for. And, I know I stopped doing videos back when I did because a lot of the people I was fucking with, like you guys know from the shout outs on the end of my Snyder Cut song on my channel, and from people that are in the sell movement now that used to be in the restore movement that know some of the cats I used to stream with and stuff like that. I don't want to call anybody out by name because some of the guys I'm still cool with, and I'm not going to judge them for their, I do judge them for their actions, some of them, but people started shilling and shit, you know what I mean? People that I thought were down with the Snyder Cut movement started shilling and shit, and that's kind of was one of the things that led to me pulling away. The fact that I kind of got fucked around with the whole Project Justice League thing with my audio and stuff, that's a whole nother story, but I'm making my own version now that I'm going to put out, and I'm using a lot of AI stuff and everything. It's going to be fucking dope, and it has my original score, like the original one was supposed to, before I kind of got dicked around. It's the whole thing. But anyway, but that's why I backed away. It was a lot of disheartening shit happen. And then I started seeing motherfuckers that I was cool with, like becoming fucking shills and talking shit on the cell movement and shit. And I just wasn't playing it. And it was just easier for me at the time to kind of step away rather than dealing with it head on, because it kind of just made me sick at the time. You know what I mean? So the reason I'm making this video is just kind of to announce that I'm coming back. And not because I want YouTube money or anything like that, but because I'm sick of all the fucking false narratives and the bullshit. And especially now with the Superman movie coming out, it's like we're fucking back in 2018, 2019 all over again with the Snyderverse shit. It's like Ann Sarnoff and Toby Emmerich are back, and like James Gunn and them are all just a different cut of the same fucking breed. They're all part of the same Hollywood fucking douchebags that just don't get it and don't understand DC and have been doing nothing but making DC fans the enemy since fucking day one. You know what I mean? Like, it's like like in the beginning they listened to a bunch of fucking MCU shills. Like, our universe was just starting and we were just starting to come together as a fan base, and like by the time we did come together as a fan base and started making DC YouTube channels and stuff the way the MCU had, and really getting organized online and all, by the time that happened with the DCEU fan base, Warner Brothers already made us the fucking enemy. You know what I mean? Like, we should be their fucking target audience, and instead, they're trying to make DC movies for every fucking buddy but us. And I'm fucking sick of it. And, I got mad respect for Skywalker and Leon and fucking, Aaron Fisher, Harsh Critic, all the motherfuckers out here still fighting for the cause. No matter, like, I'm part of the cell movement. I'll say that right now. But I also have no hate towards anybody else. I kind of think Restore's kind of stupid at this point, because it's like Warner Brothers don't even have the money to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the whole point of the cell movement, is that Warner Brothers ain't restoring the Snyderverse. Like, even if this movie flops miserably, James Gunn gets fired, whatever, they're just going to try to do another retarded reboot. They're not going to give us the Snyder. They don't have enough money to do the Snyderverse at this point. They can't afford the actors. They can't afford Zack. They can't afford Nolan back. Like, none of that. And yeah, that's another point I want to bring up. I constantly keep seeing, these so-called DC fans that have never picked a comic book up in their fucking life, and all their DC knowledge is based off of fucking Google. I constantly see these comments where these people want to rip Snyder but praise Nolan. Well, in case you fucking idiots don't know, Nolan was the producer of Man of Steel, BVS, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. And he wasn't like a behind-the-scenes, just-in-the-credits producer either. He was the architect with Zack in the beginning. I'm sorry if this is shaky. I'm holding my phone in my hand doing this. I don't have my webcam hooked up right now and shit. It's just the point that I feel like I need to get out there and help the cause. I feel like I need to be helping, spreading truth and knowledge the way Skywalker and the movement are, and Aaron Fisher and Harsh Critic and people, CS the director, another person. I know he likes Restore and all, but like I said, I got no disrespect for anyone. If you love Zack Snyder and you're still out there hashtagging and fighting for Zack Snyder, then I love you no matter what. You know what I mean? But I just think the cell movement is the most effective route, and that's why I am rocking with that. You know what I mean? But just, yeah, so there's going to start being videos on the DC videos on the Ill Life channel again. And it's not going to be like before. It's not going to be Snyder Ave. It's not going to be all YouTube friendly and me trying to be like a real YouTuber. It's going to be me spitting some fucking facts and shutting these shills the fuck down because I am sick of it. Okay, so Superman fucking sucks balls. And another thing too is watch out, because I've noticed, especially since Superman came out, like, there's a lot of fake bot accounts and shit and shills and shit pretending to be Snyder fans. Like, I mean, Warner Brothers has been doing that since day one to make us look toxic, but now they're actually doing it to make Superman look better. Like, I've seen so many comments on Twitter in the last couple days comparing the box office of Man of Steel and Superman, and it's like people acting like Snyder fans and being like, whoa, Man of Steel adjusted for inflation beat Superman because with inflation it would have been 150 and Superman only made 122. But it's like they're trying to pretend they're a Snyder fan bragging, but they're not bragging. They're trying to make the distance between the two totals look smaller, because what they're doing is that 122 for Superman includes fucking all the Amazon early previews, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like a whole fucking week. And the number that they're basing that 150 with inflation off of is the 113 for Man of Steel, which is nothing but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When you add the Thursday previews in, Man of Steel really made 128, which with inflation is like 178 or something like that. And these so-called Snyder fan bot accounts are like going around pretending to be Snyder fans like they're bragging, and because Man of Steel beat it adjusted for inflation, but they're acting like it didn't beat it not adjusted for inflation, which it did. And even though it only beat it 128 to 122 without inflation, it's still a fucking spanking, because Man of Steel only released to 24 fucking countries. Superman released to 78. That's fucking insane. You know what I mean? That's like they had like 50 more countries to make money off of that Man of Steel didn't. And Man of Steel still beat it 12 years ago without inflation. So let that sink in, all you fucking guntards, okay? I don't know. I just wanted to get that off my chest and just announce that, like, I'm going to be making some fucking DC videos again. And when I see all this bullshit going on, I'm going to get on here and speak up about it. And you might see me start popping up on other people's channels too, because I'm done. And I need to do something about it. I need to speak my mind. So, hashtag sells the SJL to Netflix. Hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Fuck Superman. Fuck James Gunn. Fuck Warner Brothers. And let's fucking go and get the Snyderverse back. Alright? Love all y'all. Peace out. Stay tuned.